Justin Bieber had a post the other day on his Instagram talking about all the drugs that he did when he was younger and how much it fucked him up. And now he's got a relationship with the Lord, and he's got, he's married, and he's trying to be a normal person.
Yeah.
But he's struggling with the fact that he was insanely famous when he was a kid.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given.
Name comes up.
Good. He fizzled out fast too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber's a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher Raymond.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher Raymond, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
This wasn't anger. This wasn't another loud podcast moment. When Joe Rogan started talking about Justin Bieber, something felt different. He slowed down. He paused more than usual. And for a moment, it felt like he didn't even want to say what he was thinking. Because this story isn't simple. It's not about celebrity drama. It's not about headlines. It's about a kid who became famous too fast, and the people around him who were supposed to protect him, but didn't. And now, years later, old clips are coming back. Clips people once laughed at, shared, ignored. But today, they feel uncomfortable. Because once you see it differently, you can't unsee it. And at the center of it all is one name, Sean Diddy Combs.
Being aware of okay, I'm just a guy. I can be really impatient, really insensitive. I can own that and just forgive myself, because God forgives me. He's given me another chance. He's not like, get your shit together. He's like, oh, son, let's go. We got this. Let's go. And that just makes me actually love God and not look at him as this mean guy who just wants me to follow all these rules, and I can never do all the rules right, and I'm always gonna keep failing. It's that's what I think a lot of people think God is. It's just this, football coach or basketball coach who's just get it right. Why aren't you getting it right? Come on, get it right.
At the time, this moment was seen as normal. A powerful industry figure spending time with a rising star. People laughed. Nobody questioned it. But now, people are going back, watching the same clip again and asking something very different. Why does this feel wrong? Because when you remove the fame, what's left is this: a 15-year-old kid being talked about like access, and that changes everything.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Rogan didn't come in with accusations. He didn't claim to know everything, but he noticed something most people missed: the tone, the energy, the discomfort hidden inside moments that were supposed to be funny. And the more he talked about it, the quieter he got, because this wasn't just another celebrity story anymore. This was about a kid in a situation he didn't fully understand.
Justin Bieber being handed over to him at age 15. Great job. Great job. And for his weekend with Diddy camp. I mean, we don't know, but it certainly looks like Justin Bieber is still suffering the fallout from whatever happened to him as he was coming up the ranks of the music world. It really doesn't seem worth it. I mean, I'd love to hear more from his camp about what's real, because it's clear he's suffering. We just don't know from what. And what mother out there would give her 15-year-old boy over to a grown man who's in the rap industry for a weekend with Diddy?
I would just say, just listen to the people who care about you, you know, and also I was so, you can't really teach innocent, because I was innocent and I was young and I trusted everybody. And with being young and innocent in this industry, it's not necessarily the best thing, because people take advantage of vulnerability. And so I think I was just in a place of just trusting everyone and, you know, thinking everyone was on my side, and eventually getting burned. And yeah, it's just tough, man. And after a while I started putting up walls and boundaries, and for a while I kind of shut everybody out. And then I kind of lost my own personality and lost my charismaticness, because I just didn't trust anyone. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let them win. I'm gonna give them some of me and learn how to put up a wall without closing myself off completely.
Before all of this, Justin Bieber was just a kid, a normal teenager singing in his bedroom, hoping someone would notice. That someone was Scooter Braun. And suddenly, everything changed. Within months, he was working with Usher, standing on global stages, living a life most adults can't handle. But there's something people forget. He wasn't an adult. He was still growing, still learning, still trying to understand the world. And yet, he was placed in one of the most powerful industries on earth.
I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Evie Magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face. All right, now it's time to...
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer, Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Okay, imagine that wasn't a problem.
No, I got Believe.
Get that off of there. Hey, this is a brand new.
Has your mom given you the sex talk yet? I mean, like, I really don't want to have that conversation with my mother. Yeah. Like I've kind of had it with my father.
You want to hear? Oh, really? See, my parents never gave me the sex talk.
Okay.
That last one is really just the sickest, asking a young teenage boy whether or not he's had the sex talk. Like, he's doing a media hit on a radio, and she's asking him as one of the questions, like, have you had the sex talk? This is Hollywood.
This is where things get deeper, because Justin Bieber's story didn't start with him. Years before Bieber, Usher went through something similar. As a teenager, he was sent to live with Diddy. Later, he described that time as seeing things that were unusual, things he didn't fully understand at the time. So now people are asking, if this happened before and then happened again, was it coincidence or something else?
Pre said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular that would do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Right. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. Right. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes from that, and see, in church, they preach love, they preach love, they preach love. And God is love. The love that we experience, everything that we do, all of that is just a derivative from the endorphins that come from the relationship with God. It's all there. When you go and you sit in a place and you hear a song sung and it quickens you in your soul and you feel stirred up, how the hell can just a sound coming out of a mouth create all of that? That's God. So when you take God out of society, all you're left with are emotions, impulses, instincts. And that's what the fuck we got.
Right.
In music. He's absolutely right. If you take God's love out of something, all you're stuck with is the rudimentary shit. The sludge, fucking Gollum running around saying, my precious. You know, that's what you got.
And now, Jack, you spoke on Piers Morgan saying that you used to be in this world.
Yeah.
Of the sex worker world, and you've seen kind of the depravity that.
Rogan focused on something subtle, something most people ignore: body language. The way Justin smiles quickly, then looks away. The way he answers carefully, like he's choosing every word. Because when you're that young, in a room full of power, you don't challenge anything. You don't question. You adapt. You survive the moment.
Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Yeah, rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him. I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? And he was like, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing? So flew me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again, and he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like, what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TK.
Years later, everything started to show. The pressure, the confusion, the emotional weight. Justin Bieber didn't just act out. He struggled. He spoke about feeling lost, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like he didn't know who to trust. And one line stood out more than anything: I wouldn't wish this on anyone. That's not rebellion. That's someone who went through something they're still trying to process.
Young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard that?
But the hardest question isn't what happened. It's this: where was everyone else? Managers, mentors, executives, people who had power, people who had influence, people who could have stepped in. Instead, they watched. They smiled for cameras. They celebrated success. But nobody asked, was he okay?
Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house. And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
Now, everything is being re-examined because the image of Sean Diddy Combs is no longer what it used to be. And when perception changes, context changes. Moments that once felt harmless now feel heavy.
The first time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet. He's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
And I don't want to keep him waiting. Let's just do this the right way.
And then you have him come to audition for you, right?
Actually, there were a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
You were all sitting in a room somewhere.
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing.
When all these dick pics come out and all this stuff with Bieber's big penis, are you the mastermind behind that? Say, listen, show off your big penis and people will come to those concerts. Or are you sitting there?
Is that the kind of manager he's doing?
Usher, are you sitting down with him and saying, yeah, show your cock or leave it in your pants? I mean, do you sit him down and say, look, part of this is PR, man.
Hey, by the way, he does have a brain of his own.
Yeah, but were you shocked at the size of his penis?
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his.
This is where Rogan changed. No jokes, no sarcasm, just one realization. He was just a kid. And for the first time, he didn't sound like a podcaster. He sounded like someone who finally understood what might have happened.
I'm genuinely disgusted after hearing what Diddy said to Justin Bieber when he was only 15.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.